my name is Aloki.
I'm Carlo221 on Twitch from Philadelphia.
This is a new experience for me, competing in this type of event.
I think I match up really good against them.
If I'm composed, it will just lead me to play better and just make better decisions throughout the game. Shout out to the people I've met through my team.
It's a special feeling seeing all the community wanting me to make it to the finals. I want to hold that trophy at the end.
All right, the big day is here. The finals are set between Cash Money J and Aloki for that grand prize of $200,000 here on Last Gen. And I wanted to know a little bit about the cards that they're using, so we're bringing in Jimmy, aka the My Team Professor. Jimmy, how you doing?
Doing great, Chris. Thanks again for having me. I'm excited to talk about a lot of different cards today.
Absolutely. So let's break it down. What can we expect in this finals matchup between the cards of these two players?
Well, there's a lot of common threads between all the finalists. And we're looking at Yao Ming, the man in the middle, so to speak. We're looking at Tracy McGrady. We're looking at Magic Johnson. And those are some of the big three heavy hitters you're going to see across the tournament.
And you mentioned McGrady and Yao. I saw a lot of the competitors utilizing Yao in different ways. Some were there for the boards, and then they were also stretching the floor with Yao. What makes Yao such a prominent big in this tournament, maybe over, say, like a card like Shaq?
Yao can do everything. Yao can shoot at a reasonably high clip, especially if you're skilled, you know how to shoot. And I saw a lot of people using Yao in a lot of different ways, like you mentioned, where he can score inside, outside, and just be that centerpiece of that offense and be the focal point. I'm very excited to see that. Another name to watch is David Robinson, and the Admiral is coming with the strength. You know how it is with him. So definitely looking forward to seeing him as well. But it's going to be a lot of fun to see how Yao, Magic, and T-Mac all play off each other.
And then break it down the other cards, starting with Cash Money J. What can you tell us about the other two cards he has running alongside the big three?
Absolutely. So he's got LeBron and David Robinson, like I mentioned. And that's a big thing because LeBron can do it all. You're just looking at cards that can really do it all. That can shoot, that can spread the floor, space the floor. And it's definitely going to be fun to watch because it's all about floor spacing.
And looking at the other side for Aloki, what about his other two cards?
He's got Jonathan Isaac and he's got Kevin Garnett. And Jonathan Isaac gives you great length at the 3 position, or he can play the 4, so he's pretty interchangeable. And the biggest thing with KG, he can really move. I know he was a bruiser in real life. He was definitely the enforcer. So, but they gave him crazy dribble sigs, and it's definitely a lot of fun to watch KG shoot the ball. He's my favorite card in my team right now.
And how can fans go and get their hands on KG?
They can earn him through the Galactic Spotlight Sims challenges. You're going to go ahead and play a bunch of different teams and some really tough games for some folks, but you can earn diamond cards and some pink diamond cards along the way, and KG is the ultimate reward.
So coming into this matchup, what are some trends that you've seen from both competitors, maybe how they utilize the cards that help them get to the finals?
Just rewatching their games and breaking down the film, I saw Loki take what the defense gives him, and that's one big thing. You don't want to get too rushed. I know there's crazy amounts of nerves in this tournament, but you definitely want to remain calm and remain as composed as you possibly can. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see with KG, like I mentioned, how he could come in and be the X factor. And Cash Money, Carlo, he's a big Magic user. He has 100% confidence with that Magic card. He will run the offense through Magic, and I believe that's his go-to guy alongside Yao. So he's going to take a lot of threes. He's going to be somebody who's going to try to dictate the offense and play at his pace. So definitely looking forward to seeing how those two different play styles kind of even themselves out and balance each other out.
All right, before we get this final started, Jimmy, putting all the pressure on you, who's coming out on top in this Last Gen finals?
It's going to be a close one, Chris. Both of these games, these sets are going to be close, but I'm going to go with Cash Money, a.k.a. Carlo, for the victory. and bringing home the title belt. It's going to be really fun to watch, and I want to throw it back right at you and ask who you think is going to take it home.
Well, I don't want to play favorites, but what I'm going to do is throw to the finals matchup right now. Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
We are here in Oakland. It has been a long journey, all leading to this point.
A. Loki versus Cash Money J. Let's get into game number 1.
Game 1 of the tournament was incredible. A. Loki got off to a quick 5-0 lead, but Cash Money J answered right back with a 7-0 run of his own. Tracy McGrady had a big quarter for both players, and at the end of the first quarter, A. Loki boasted a 7-point lead. The second quarter belonged to Cash Money J. LeBron James had a monster chase down block, which led to a Tracy McGrady three-pointer, putting Cash Money J back on top. A Yao Ming block helped Cash preserve a 3-point lead at halftime and set the stage for an epic second half. In a back-and-forth third quarter, the big story was how it ended. Magic Johnson beat T-Mac for a slam dunk.
Johnson throws it down.
And then threw a full court assist to David Robinson for a buzzer-beating layup.
He's glad, and you see him sit back, give it a little sigh of relief.
In the fourth quarter, trailing by 4 with a minute to play, Cash Money hit a big jumper with LeBron to cut his deficit to 2. On the very next play,
He gets the steal.
Magic Johnson got a clutch steal that led to an interior shot from Yao.
Yao goes up and in, brings the shot. What a play.
And with 30 seconds left, we were all tied up at 76. But A. Loki wouldn't be denied as Tracy McGrady rejected a screen from Yao Ming and buried a clutch three-pointer. Needing one final stop, A. Loki flew by Tracy McGrady with his own Tracy McGrady. But Cash Money missed the game-tying three-pointer. Yao Ming secured the rebound, and A. Loki would go on to win this wild first game.
Brian and Danny here at the My Team Unlimited tournament, doing some between the games coverage, and we just saw an amazing game 1 between Cash Money J and A. Loki. Danny, what was your big takeaway from that first game?
Wow, what energy to be live in person. An early jump for A. Loki. And then towards the first quarter, having a 10-point lead, I was thinking, are we headed for a 2-game, a short day here for Cash Money J? Not the case, man. Back and forth, over and over, to the point where we weren't sure who was going to come out on top.
I love that it was a close game, and one thing I was really looking at was Tracy McGrady. Just about everyone loves to use this card, and Loki got down to business with him. He was averaging 20 points per game in the tournament, which
we know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But, Greg, do you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. And it's Powers in at the 5. It's his first trip to the line.
Neto, 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And there's one area where the Cavs have been very good the past few seasons. That's the draft. They've made some terrific picks in terms of personnel.
For IGA they have, and the draft's been essential to the rebuild effort in Cleveland.
And they've been so smart about it. You look at the guys they brought in, Mobley, Garland, Sexton, they nailed just about every one of their selections.
Pass to Stevens. Good D by Barnes. Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Knicks. Here's Siakam, and the basket is good.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Allen outside. Right wing. Here's Stevens. Cleveland gets it back. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Pass to Big Daddy. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jared Allen. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
GA, it wasn't long ago that the Cavs were an afterthought in the NBA.
Well, not anymore. I mean, Cleveland has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come.
And Allen with the slam.
Adding some extra style to the slam. Okay, what a move by Allen.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G slam cam. Here's Powers. It's not going to go for him. And Cleveland the other way now. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
Van Vliet outside. Kept alive. Big Daddy, that's good.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Mitchell passes to Stevens. Neto, that's a two-pointer. That one a little long.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake. And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
To the middle. Here's Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
And this is why you feed the big fella Allen on the inside. With his size, he is a major threat anywhere around that hoop.
Barnes passes to Siakam. Here's Big Daddy. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Back to Mitchell. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. A pass to Stevens. Second shot opportunity and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
I love the intensity from Mobley going right up inside, not avoiding the contact.
Well, he has such tremendous upside, Evan Mobley, and we've even heard coaches express jealousy that J.B. Bickerstaff gets to coach him.
Young big men usually take time to adapt to this league, not him. Beyond the production, you love his maturity and the leadership by example.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Mobley the pass to Allen, and then Allen slams it in.
Proving how coachable he is. Mobley, this man is building a pretty decent passing game.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And one thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. As you said, very few rookie big men, Greg, can shape a defense like Mobley did.
Kind of reminds you of the impact Tim Duncan had with his defense. But Mobley can protect the rim and stay in front of guards on the perimeter. Boy, sky is the limit for him defensively.
Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Toronto making a change here. Flynn's checked in. Passes to Neto. Siakam against Mobley. Stephens rejected by Powers.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Down low. Powers, the pass to Barnes. From 10 feet out, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Cavaliers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Pass to Neto. Mitchell outside. Back to Neto. Just 5 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Karis LeVert comes in for Raul Neto. Then for the Raptors, Achua comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Anunoby subbed in for Barnes. Pass to Big Daddy. Achua with it. Here's Big Daddy, and that one is good. Big Daddy's got 6.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Mitchell passes to Osman. And here's LeVert. Over Trent. Rejected by Powers. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Toronto. That free throw good from Powers. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their careers. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Jarrett Allen, his second, third team foul.
Toronto shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
No good on the free throw.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. The Raptors making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Here's Osman. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Up top, Achua. The pass to Anunoby. Outside, Porter. Here's Powers, and it's sent back by Allen.
That reach from Allen, let's just say it's tremendous.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Passes it to Osman. Cleveland moving the ball around. Pass to Love. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, tricky shot for LeVert. Defense is all over him, but he draws a foul on that attempt.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Richard, for the Cavs, the progress that Darius Garland has made in just a few seasons is nothing short of remarkable.
Well, he took a giant leap last year, and he got better in just about every offensive category, and people recognized it. He was third in most improved player voting and probably would have finished a little bit higher had they not dealt with injuries at the end of the season.
And he was an all-star.
Yes, sir.
Here's LeVert after the made shot from Powers. Pass to Okoro. Back to LeVert. And there's the pass to Mitchell. That's good. That's LeVert with the assist.
And this is what makes Mitchell dangerous. His ability to rise up immediately after catching that pass.
Outside Flynn. Pass to Powers. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Osman kicks to Mitchell. No good on the triple. Raptors leading by 6. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And every year, Porter seems to get better. His three-point shot continues to evolve, and he's embraced taking on more responsibility.
Toronto shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Raptors. Khem Birch comes in for Achua. And Trent subbed in for Flynn. And Porter drops them both. So it's the Cavaliers now, trailing here by 8. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
Here's Okoro. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly.
Okay, everyone, look who's running onto the court.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Stephens. He's guarded by Anunoby. Stevens, the pass to Osman. Allen surveying the D. One of your trademarks, Richard, was athleticism. From the days we first saw you at Arizona, and we're seeing teams really place, right now, a premium in today's NBA on that athleticism factor.
Yes, when you talk about positionless basketball, then you typically go to the guys that can do it all, and those are the wing players. They can guard small, they can guard bigs, they can do a little bit of everything, and that's why teams are looking for them.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Love's checked in. Here's Osman, guarded by Porter. And here's Love from the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
The bench production was huge, no doubt. A testament to how well prepared this coaching staff is for these tough road games.
He doesn't get the second one. Mobley with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Porter looking it over. 5 to shoot. And again, no good by Toronto. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Pass to Stevens. Here's Osman. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Love. Here's Mitchell. That falls. Good assist by Love.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets. And from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Osman. A 3. And they get it back. Mobley kicks to Osman. Back to Mobley. There's the pass to Stevens. Chance shot. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got 6 rebounds in the game. Anunoby, and he jams it with authority.
He breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
We could feel that one all the way over here. Passes it to Stevens. Here's Osman. He's guarded by Anunoby. Here's Stevens, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr. For Cleveland, they have shot 70% for the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:29 left in the first half of basketball. Van Vliet passes to Powers. Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. It's deflected, and the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Love. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, Big Daddy in the last game against the Knicks was on a mission. He ended up with 21 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And not the same rhythm or approach that he had in the first quarter when he was taking it straight to the teeth of the D and really creating contact. Like to see him get back to that here in this quarter.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Osman. He's guarded by Anunoby. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Nice read from the big guy. Love. His teammates appreciate that selfless attitude.
Porter passes to Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. A three-pointer, no good.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Here's Stephens. He's guarded by Anunoby. Stevens, the pass to Love. Mitchell left side. Love trying to break loose. Goes back up. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And when Kevin Love entered in the league, he became one of the best offensive rebounders we have ever seen. Big man still grabbing boards.
And that does it for the first half of play. It's the Raptors up by 12. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Mobley is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Neto in at the one spot. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. And here is Mitchell. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
Here's Big Daddy, defended by Allen. Here's Siakam. And the Raptors miss again.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
And it's Allen slamming it down.
Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy. And Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
Van Vliet passes to Powers. And it's Trent in the corner. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from Allen.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Here's Neto, covered by Van Vliet. Lock at 6. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The Cavaliers have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. Mobley, he's checked in for Kevin Love.
And you figured once Gobert was traded, it was a matter of time before Mitchell was moved as well. You knew a team would jump at the chance to add him, and here we are now. A new start with a starring role for Donovan Mitchell.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Stephens, covered by Barnes. Mobley with the bounce pass. And here's Mitchell from the arc. No good, shot missing. So the Raptors will take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Trent can't hit.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
Stevens, the pass to Neto. Pass to Stevens. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Barnes. Van Vliet left side. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 10-point Raptor lead.
and unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. VanVleet's a strong finisher for his size.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
Here's Stevens.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Timeout called Cleveland. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie...
Substitution on the court.
And the media is able to vote on awards like All Rookie. But, Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
So the Raptors 5 right now. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Gary Trent is out there with Porter. And it's Powers in at the center position. Mobley. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Siakam. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And give Siakam the hoop and the harm on that one. And since being drafted back in 2016, he's really improved that upper body strength.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Raptors? And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
His second. First team foul. At the line for Cleveland, Cedi Osman taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Flynn's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Both shots good from the stripe. As you go back and look at the last few seasons, RJ, it seems like team success has largely been predicated on health. Do you feel like that has always been the case?
I don't remember there being as many injuries early in my career, even with guys that were playing all 82 games. But you're right. Recently, we've seen a lot of key injuries. And look, this is my theory. Before, players used to get away from the game a little bit, take a couple of months off. Now players are staying in shape 24/7, like they never take a break, and I think that's why we might be seeing players break down a little bit more.
Yes or no answer. Too many games at 82 in the regular season should be less than.
Don't you ever ask me that question. Give me 82. I'd rather you bump it to 83 just to remove all doubt.
Cooper against Flynn. Here's Osman. And it's blocked by Powers. Now the Raptors moving it up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Trent. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And Toronto also making a switch. Young's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Okoro's checked in. Raptors also changing it up. Big Daddy comes in for Young. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Flynn. Free throw drops for Mitchell. Greg, an outstanding scorer. Donovan Mitchell takes it to another level in the playoffs, doesn't he?
And Kevin, how about all of his averages go up come playoff time? Spider is a guy who wants the limelight, and like other stars, takes on more of a load in the postseason.
And the layup falls.
That's where you give love the ball and clear out. Let the big man go to work.
And they're bringing you up close and personal. The 18. AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the Raptors call time here. And great for Kevin Love. He feels like he's got a lot of years left in the league.
And Kevin, coming off the bench should lengthen the end of his career. He can thrive as a bench weapon with that green light, and he's got that light to let it fly with that shot.
And Cleveland making a change here. Stevens is checked in. Here's Mitchell, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. VanVleet picks one up.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table, the willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
Both good from the line that time.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
Inside, here's Siakam. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Mobley.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
Throw good, Siakam.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Pass to Stephens. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Over Trent. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Here's Stephens. Now the pass to Mitchell. Good on the triple. Mitchell's got 21.
This is his second three this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Trent outside to the inside. Powell. And that one is stuffed right through.
He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Neto, the pass to Mitchell. Here's Neto, covered by Van Vliet. Here's Mobley. Rebound by the Raptors. Big Daddy's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Stolen by Mitchell. To the paint. Rejected by Powell. They retain possession. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Siakam, good.
A high-energy wing with a solid all-around skill set. Siakam is developing into a quality go-to scorer.
Here's Neto. Mitchell outside. And it's off from three-point range.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Toronto working the ball around now. Powers, the pass to Barnes. Here's Big Daddy. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Timeout called, Cleveland. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Big Daddy.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Here's Stephens, covered by Barnes. Mobley looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Siakam. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Trent passes to Powers. Stolen by Mitchell. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Siakam.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell. Willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
The first one falls. And Mitchell drops them both. Toronto leading by 21. Here's Big Daddy. Trent outside. Passes it to Barnes. Now, here's Trent. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Neto kicks to Love.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Rejected by Powers. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he said, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit. All good things that can get you ready for action. I'm for.
Kevin Love. One shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the... And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin.
The end of the game.
They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. So long.